Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 31st of January 2019. So yesterday in the pound, the market slightly buoyant to begin with, and then when Juncker said there is no negotiation on the backstop, the pound then moved lower, and that was until the Fed FOMC meeting minutes were released. The dollar moved lower, the pound moved higher. And the reason for that I will explain in just a moment. But the pound not doing a lot at the moment, stuck in a range there and narrower through the early hours of this morning. Again, waiting for Brexit news. Longer term, though, we still remain above the 200 bar moving average. The markets are bouncing off this yesterday. And we've got a bit of a triangular formation going on at the moment. And what I would be keen to do here is to go from this high to yesterday's low and watch this area for resistance if the market intends to move back to the upside. We'll just have to wait and see. And then on the downside, of course, watch for the 200 bar moving average. If this is broken, then we head back to the downside. Economic news today, nothing, only medium impact news items, so we'll gloss over this and into the Dow. Yesterday you can see the Dow moving higher. We do have an increase in volume as well. Certainly some buying around for yesterday, and as I've said for the last 10 years in this alert and other alerts that I've done, that they want the market back on the highs, and they're going to do whatever it takes in order to do this. And the reason for the market moving higher yesterday is this stock bonds gold saw as Powell breaks curse with dovish capitulation. He's now changed his tune, is effectively what we're saying. Everything is awesome. We've seen this so many times before, and it's all just part of the PR and propaganda exercise from the Federal Reserve. So from a hawkish stance of increasing rates and normalizing the balance sheet because of the effects of the latter part of last year, from October through to December, where the markets fell out of bed, the Fed now has changed its stance, and it is looking for a more dovish approach and possibly decreasing interest rates going forward. And no doubt we'll see QE4 if the economy slows as well. Anything to get the markets back up to these levels, because as I've said before, and I will say it again, the only thing that keeps people attention diverted from what's really going on with the accruing debt in the background is if their stock portfolio is making profits and the stock market's on the highs, then they will be happy. And in fact, this is also I'll just find this here about Trump. He too has been very quiet, and all of a sudden yesterday, with regards to the stock market, probably just a bit lower. There you go. Yeah, amazing. No sign of any commentary about the Dow until it broke 25,000 yesterday. Tremendous news. And this is a man who I can show you a video said when he was campaigning that the stock market was in a bubble and it was going to crash. It's amazing how their opinion changes once the shoe is on the other foot, isn't it? So yeah, they'll do anything to pump this lot up, and it's seriously overvalued. I mean, you know, we all know this, but that's the way the game is being played. So yesterday in the morning session or pre-market session, the market broke the 200 bar moving average. It continued higher. Then we had this spike here of 150 points, and then the market moved higher, and then it pulled back and then rode to the upside, waiting for the dovish comments from Powell. And of course what we get here is a classic 76% retracement from this low to here. Whilst the market pulls back, you see the buying come back here above the 76% retracement. The news is announced, and bingo, off we go, up another 200 points there. So finishing 400 points up on the day for this market. Meanwhile, in Bitcoin land, absolutely nothing to report, nothing to see. Move along, nothing going on here. There is an article on Zero Hedge about some hack of $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, but like all these things, I can never find it when I'm looking for it. I should actually save these out to begin with. But there is an article on here about over $1 billion worth of Bitcoin being hacked. But like I say, can't find it now because I want to find it. And to be honest with you, it hasn't really made any headline news. And it certainly hasn't moved the price, that's for sure. And that's what's important if you're going to be trading this market. Okay, so let's see what happens going forward. It's looking more like a no deal at the moment. So all of the hysteria, propaganda, and all of the BS, no doubt, will go into full flow. With regards to this, as we head into February tomorrow, we'll just have to wait and see. And with regards to the Dow, well, keep pumping the markets. Simple as that. And look for those new all-time highs as they head towards QE4. I have no doubts that's going to happen. The only other thing that is interesting here is that gold is also moving higher as well, along with silver, which you can see there. This has been moving for some time now to the upside. You can see there prices moving up quite nicely. This is a daily chart of silver. Gold looks the same, and price is moving back to the upside, having broken out. I'll just move this down. You can see having moved from here to the double bottom. I can just draw on here. Yep, at the double bottom down here, and then the market's moved higher there. Okay, that will do for this one. If there is anything else to report, I will let you know. But other than that, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.